In an employment interview, many variables can influence the outcome. These include contextual factors like purpose, laws and regulation, economic issues, structure of the interview. Secondly, applicator factors such as knowledge, skills, ability, education, nonverbal cues, and demographic like age, gender, or race. And lastly, interview factors like their experience, perception, and goals. All these shape how the interview is conducted and the final hiring decision. There are also different types of interview formats. In non-directive interview, the applicant leads the conversation, and structured interview use a fixed set of questions. For consistency, a situational interview presents a hypothetical problem and asks how the applicant will respond. A behavioral description interview asks about past action in specific situation. In sequential interview, the candidate meets multiple interviewers, one after another, while in a panel interview, a group of interviewers ask questions together.
Alright, imagine you are applying to be a superhero. Not just any hero, but one the company that can count on. But before you get a gig, you got to pass the pre-employment test, a series of challenges to prove you've got the right skills, brain power, and attitude. Cognitive ability test. That's your mental gym, solving puzzles, maths, logic, like training your brain for a better. Job knowledge test is a pop quiz, but only what you already know about the job. Work sample test, here you show what you can do, kind of like try before you hire test. Assessment centers, picture a role play where you handle team problems or make decisions like a real manager, action movie style. Biodata test is like your personal highlight reel showing how your past experience made you the perfect fit. Personality test, are you a team player, a rule follower, a natural leader? This helps the company match your vibe with the job. Physical tests are for action rules, firefighters, police, or anything that needs a real strength and stamina. Medical exam check if you are physically ready after you get a job offer. And yep, drug test. Make sure you're clear-headed and job ready. So it's not just a test, it's your audition to show you are the hero they need. Sit up.
Should we hire the overqualified or trainable candidates, and how does this affect to the diversity? And actually we have two decision approaches. So for the first one is clinical and the second one is statistical. So clinical means that the manager will do the decides based on the judgment, and the statistical means that actually they have include compensatory, cut off, and also hurdle. Compensatory means that the one strong skill will cover the another weak one, and also second one is cut off. Cut off means that we must meet all the minimums, and the hurdle is only the top scores will move forward. So in the final section, the manager will decide, HR will confirm the offer in writing, and all the candidates will be informed once they have the result.
Next, I will briefly present about method administering interview and employee screening. To begin with, interview can be conducted in several ways. The common ones include video and phone interviews, as well as computer administered or automated interview. This method saves time and resources, but one major drawback is that they may lack personal connection and flexibility, especially in understanding nonverbal cues. Once the interview is done, we move into employee screening to ensure we hire the right candidate. There are three main steps here, which is post-interview screening, reference check, and background check. First is post-interview screening, where employers double-check the candidate details before making a final decision. Next is reference check, which is involve contacting previous employers or listed reference to verify the candidate history. And lastly is background check, to help to confirm the personal, legal, financial, or criminal record.
Employee selection process, focusing on the step involved and the importance of using reliable and valid initial screening method. This process is crucial in ensuring that the best candidates are chosen for the right roles. The selection process is a structured approach that organizations use to choose the most suitable candidates. It starts with job analysis, where we often refer to carousels. Then, we perform initial screening to filter out applicants. After that, we assess applications and resume, followed by employment interviews to evaluate the candidates. Pre-employment tests can then be used to objectively assess specific skills. Background and reference checks help verify the integrity to the applicant's past. The decision-making stage involves comparing all the data and choosing the best fit candidates. Finally, a job offer is extend, and confirm with the selected individual. During the initial screening stage, we use several tools to filter candidates efficiently. Cover letter and resumes provide the first impression. We also conduct internet checks to assess candidates' digital footprint and identify any red flags. Phone and video screening quickly gauge a candidate's communication skill and professionalism. Application forms help us collect standardized information, making comparison easier. Some companies even use video resumes where candidates present themselves visually and verbally. These tools are effective only when used consistently and fairly, with proper evaluation criteria.